Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you forgive me for my last video because I kind of got into Wordle like a lot. Like I got really intensely into it. And I kind of spoke a little bit too loud on that one. I'm going to try my best to keep it down as much as I can without getting too excited or anything like that, like I did last time. But I do hope you enjoy my content and my gentle talking voice and my whispering. I was going to whisper for this one, but I recorded a video that I forgot to hit record on, so it didn't get recorded. So that's super cool. What we're going to do here today is take a borderline personality disorder test, because I got a psychological evaluation done not too long ago, and my psychologist that I got tested by said that I had borderline personality disorder. Basically what that means is that I do have characteristics of BPD, but not enough for like an official diagnosis. And because I am all about mental health and wanting to help people in that kind of area in their lives, we're going to do a test to see exactly what characteristics I have, which ones I don't, and if you agree or see yourself aligning a lot with some of these things, you should see for yourself if you have BPD. Now, I'm not one to fake claim anybody or anything, okay? But I do believe that if you think you have something, whether it be autism or ADHD or whatever, you should get checked, because it's always better to fight something, or not really fight, that's not the right term, but to deal with things that you know rather than take a shot in the dark. Because I do know after this experience that some symptoms can overlap with other diagnoses. Like I thought I had some ADHD qualities about me and some definite autism, but I do not. I have some definite ADHD qualities and some definite BPD qualities. Again, my psychologists worded it as borderline personality disorder, so I feel that as someone who didn't even have BPD in their cards, I didn't even think that that was a thing that I could have, I don't think that BPD is talked about nearly enough. So here we go. I'm going to do this test. Do you experience quick and intense changes in mood? I do often, especially when listening to music. Now, I know you're not supposed to look up symptoms online and diagnose yourself, which I didn't diagnose myself, but I still found when looking up symptoms of BPD that your mood, your attitude can change on a dime, especially with music. And I think that's very, very interesting. Do you experience feelings of emptiness? I do sometimes. I did a lot growing up. Hardly ever anymore, though. Do you experience intense anger or difficulty controlling anger? I would say rarely, because I'm not an angry person. It takes a lot for me to be angry. But I do like to bottle things up inside, and when it blows over, I have a really rough time keeping those feelings under control. Do you experience feelings of dissociation or disconnection from reality? I would say sometimes, because my wife has introduced me to the term of maladaptive daydreaming, and I do that a lot. I know how to keep it at a minimum when I am at work or talking with family or doing whatever that's important, and I think that is why my safe space is the restroom. Because growing up, that was the only time when I was in the bathroom, when things were loud and chaotic, that I felt safe. And there, I can dissociate as long as I want to. Basically. Not always, but basically. Do you have a pattern of unstable relationships? Yes, I absolutely do. Do you engage in impulsive behaviors such as spending, substance misuse, or reckless driving? Unfortunately, absolutely. Do you have a history of self-harm or suicidal thoughts/attempts? Yes, I do. Do you struggle with fear of abandonment? This is the only one that I feel like I've never really struggled with. I've just not cared when it came down to it, when I felt like someone was about to leave me or abandon me or anything like that. I just put myself into a I don't care kind of a mode. And I know that's unhealthy, but there you go. Your quiz responses indicate that you experience a moderate level of symptoms consistent with borderline personality disorder. While this quiz is not a formal diagnosis, it may be beneficial to speak with a mental health professional to further evaluate your symptoms. And that falls in line with what my psychologist did say, that it's enough, that I have enough symptoms of BPD to be like, hey, you do have these symptoms. It would be a good idea to bring this up in therapy, because of course I am in therapy. But not for like an actual full-on diagnosis. So I hope that is helpful for you guys. I hope that is something to chew on for a while, something to make you think. Like I said, if you answered yes, or sometimes, or anything like that to any of these questions, then it might be something you want to bring up with even your primary care physician, even if you don't have a therapist, even if you don't have a psychologist. It might be something worth bringing up. And I hope I have brought this to your attention if you didn't even think about this as something that you might have, like I didn't. And I hope that you guys have a good night, have a good evening, whatever it is, whatever time of day it is, where you are, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.